Hello, this lesson will show you how to create a timeline in Photoshop so that you may animate one of your documents. We are starting with the completed document for the mobile phone, and we have all the layers in the layer panel with all the text layers and all the images that we want. The first thing that you're going to do so that you can animate this project is click on the window and go down to the timeline view. And you will see the timeline in the bottom. The next thing that you're going to do is you will click on the arrow beside the words Create Timeline Video, and you will choose Create Frame Animation. Then you will click the button Create Frame Animation, and you should see this on the bottom. So what we have here is in our first frame we have all of these layers visible. The first thing you want to do is decide what you want to have your GIF start out as. So we don't want any of this text. We want to check off the eyeballs, and all we have is the image. So the first thing you're going to see when this document animates will be the picture. So you go down to the timeline and you click on Add a New Frame. And we are going to turn on the first layer. So we're going to turn on Springbank. And now what we want to do is we want to have some time between where Springbank is not and where Springbank shows up. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this button here with the dots, and that is to add some tweens, which means to add some frames in between that you don't have to actually animate. So we're going to click on this one, and we're going to add 5 frames, and we'll leave everything else checked off. What we really want is we want the beginning of the animation to have no text, and then after 5 frames, Springbank will gradually fade in. So click OK. And then what you see down here is if you click through, first frame, there's no words, and then you should see the Springbank getting a little bit more and more opaque. Okay, now you can also click on the seconds and add some time here. And to make it faster, you can actually click on highlight all of them, shift click to the end, and then you can change it to, let's say, 0.2 seconds. Click on the first frame, press the play button, and you can see that your Springbank text is animated, basically faded in. Okay, so at this point we want to add the next, we want to add another frame. So click on your last frame, click on the duplicate selected frame. And so in frame 8, now we would like to have the next words come up, and we want it to be Media Arts pop up. And between 7 and 8, we also want to add a bunch of frames so that we can have our Media Arts fade in. So click on 7, click on 8, and we're going to go and click on the tween, add tween button, and we can add frames. Now you can change this to as many frames as you want, depending how fast you want this animation to proceed. Click OK, and if you click forward, you can see that Media Arts will gradually be fading in. Okay. And the default, since we made them all 0.2, has now become 0.2. At any time, you can change that by clicking on the change time. So if we go back to the beginning and we play that, we should see first Springbank fades in and then Media Arts fades in. Now at this point, you can see where we're going to go. Click on the last frame. We're going to duplicate that frame or add a new frame. And we are going to say at the end of that frame, we would like the last bit of text to pop in. And we're going to click on second last frame, shift click to 13 and 14, so we have them both highlighted, and we're going to choose add the tween. We're going to just stick with our 5 frames, click OK, and then now you can see that Explore the Possibilities is fading in gradually. If we go back to the beginning, press play, you can see what your finished animated GIF would be like. It is also possible to add motion in your animation on the page. Starting on your last keyframe, duplicate the frame by adding another frame. So in section 20, we're going to go and get the layer we want to move. We'll make sure we've got that layer highlighted, explore the possibilities, and we will get the motion tool, and then we can move text up to where we want it. Let's say we want it to go up just to here. So recall, if we click on 19, it was down at the bottom, and in frame 20, it's now moved up. Now we don't want it to just pop up fast, so again, shift click on both of those, 19 and 20, and add a tween.